Make sure to get your free money from Moomoo. Use that link down below, deposit at least $100, and boom, you get 1 free share of NEO and up to 5 other stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. It's free money, guys. Again, use that link down below, deposit at least $100, and boom, you get some free money. And with that being said, let's break down the markets, what happened today, stocks I'm looking at, and of course, what I'm looking to do in the markets. So sit back, relax, and let's get right into the video. So today was not the best day. Not the best day at all. We had the S&P 500 go down 1.2%, Dow down 1.3%, Russell down 1.7%, as the NASDAQ went down 1.4%, VIX up almost 3%, and we had the metals go up, gold up 0.4%, and we had silver up about 0.6%. So today, the bears were dominating, right? VIX was up, metals were up, oil was up, energy stocks were crushing it, and of course, tech did not do well. And obviously, like I just read to you guys, the indexes, the 4 major indexes, did not do well either. And what we're noticing here on SPY, which tracks the S&P 500, you guys should know that we momentarily broke out of 448 yesterday. We got to about 450, and now we're back under that point. We're down to about 443, a little bit under 444, and it seems like, by the looks of it, this is just a healthy pullback. You know, it's not like we're collapsing again. Oh, we're back in the bear market. Oh, the stock market is crashing. That's not what I'm seeing. All I'm seeing is a market that ran way too fast in such a small amount. I mean, look, guys, it went up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trading days. 6 trading days. It went up from 415 to 450. We're talking almost a 9% move in 6 trading days. So the fact that we're down 1.3% today, we did go down 1.3%, it's not the end of the world. It's simply just a pullback as of now. And the reason why I'm saying this is because it's still above, SPY still above these moving averages on the 4-hour chart. We're seeing a golden cross, the 50s crossing above the 180 SMA. That is pretty bullish right now. So we might see a little bit more downside. I wouldn't be surprised if this does come down to maybe 440 flat, maybe 438. You know, that could be a spot where we do come down to. And at that point, that is going to be the real test. If buyers step in at 438, 440 on SPY and start to bid this thing back up towards 450 and we crack 450, that is going to be a very good sign for the bulls. So I'm very interested to see how tomorrow and Friday play out. It's going to be pretty interesting. So what do you guys think? Drop me a comment. Do you think that we're back to the red now? Bears are back in charge, or do you think today was just simply a little pullback like I personally do? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let's see what Triple Q did. Triple Q, let's see here, guys. It went down 1.4%. Like I said, tech did not do well today. Well, I guess we had Tesla and Apple. Those did do well, and Alibaba, that's Chinese tech. But other than that, we had a lot of big tech names down. Google down 1.3%, Meta down 1.5%, Amazon down 1% almost. So this is what's going on, right? We hit 355 yesterday. We actually got to about 357 yesterday. So we did break out of those highs from the middle of February. And now we're getting some selling pressure right around 355, right? This thing got hit. Now we're trading at 350, a little bit under 352. And like I said with SPY, guys, this could easily come down a bit more. You know, it could come down to the moving averages on the 4-hour chart being around 345, maybe a little bit under that, maybe a little bit over that, you know. But overall, what you guys have to realize is, you know, with all these little, you know, minuscule, I don't even want to say minuscule, but, you know, don't worry about the little price target differences. You know, oh, 342, 344. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. We're above the moving averages right now, and as long as we maintain these levels and we see buyers step in between, let's say, 340 to 350, that is going to be a good sign that the uptrend or the breakout still has legs to it, right? It still will continue. But the second we take out 340, we start falling 335, 330, maybe under 330. That's going to be very ugly. But as of now, like I said with SPY, Triple Q, it's just simply a little pullback, guys. That is what you got to realize. So again, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to smash that like button. And if you want all my moves in the markets, morning videos, all that good stuff, call outs, more access to me throughout the day, check out my Patreon down below. If you want, join it, check it out. You guys will find value in there, I guarantee it. So let's talk about now some stocks I'm looking at. We did have, oops, I just knocked my computer over, guys. Sorry about that. We did have some stocks today that did do pretty well, regardless of the fact that the markets didn't do that well. Number one is GameStop, GME. This continued to soar today, guys. It went up 14% on the day, up 20 bucks. And now that I'm looking at it, it is down a bit after market hours. But overall, it had a great day. It had a great day. Yesterday we closed, let's see here. Yesterday, GameStop closed at about 123. And I'm not sure if you guys caught this, but I mean, you know that yesterday GameStop went up 30%, but I'm not sure if you caught the aftermarket hours rally that GameStop had. This thing went from 123 at close. It ran all the way to 148 after market hours. It ran up an additional 20% after closing up 30%. That is freaking unbelievable, right? And today it continued pushing along, right? It broke out above 148, highs from after hours yesterday. And in fact, we cracked above 150. And it seems like even though we're pulling back here in the aftermarket session, now we're at about 136. We're about 15 bucks off of the intraday highs. Even though we're down a bit off the intraday highs, this is still holding the uptrend on the 5-day chart. This still looks like it's being dominated by the bulls, which is great. So watch out for GameStop on this 5-day chart for the uptrend to continue, and watch the 4-hour chart as well. Now we get to see a more broad perspective. As long as this holds above 130 to 135, that is going to be a very good spot for the bulls, right? Considering 130, 135 was resistance pretty much all of February into the early days of March. So now that we broke out of it, it's support. If we maintain 130, 135 moving forward, maybe we consolidate a bit, this could rocket off and we might get another big pump. It's very, very possible, guys. So watch out for GameStop. Also, AMC, that's another one worth mentioning. This one went up 13, 14% today. It is down a little bit after hours, but ultimately, it's also breaking out like GameStop. It's trading at a multi-month high, so watch for the momentum. These are momentum stocks, guys. They're not moving on fundamentals. They're not moving because of some innovation. You know, it's they're just moving on momentum. That's just the bottom line. Look at the volume spike on AMC and GameStop. It is ridiculous. A lot of shares are exchanging hands. You know, short sellers covering. You know, that's probably what we're seeing at this point. You know, for the short sellers that are left shorting the stock, which last I checked, GameStop had an 18% short interest, maybe more, maybe less at this point. Who the heck knows, right, guys? So watch out for those two, more speculative. Alibaba also is one that I'm watching. Today it went up 2%, and I want to point out to you guys what it did earlier in the day. Look at this. It saw a lot of momentum to $124, so it ran up almost to the mid-120s today after, but then it obviously pulled back to about 117 where it closed. It lost about 6% of its value heading into the close in the latter half of the day. But overall, the fact that we saw this huge momentum push this morning to the mid-120s, that's something worth watching in my opinion, considering on this 10-day chart, the uptrend looks solid. Today we hit a higher high, we pulled back into the close. Like I showed you guys, we're holding a higher low. This looks pretty good in my opinion. So as long as Baba's holding 115, 110, you know, if it cracks over 120, this is in bullish territory, in my opinion, on these short-term charts. And going back to the 4-hour chart, if we end up taking out 130, mark my words, guys, 130 was resistance in the end of January, all throughout February pretty much, and also in the end of 2021. Mark my words, if 130 breaks on Alibaba, this is going to catch fire. Now, will it go straight to 200? Probably not. But will it go from 130 maybe to 150, 155 over the next couple of weeks, months. That is very possible. So keep your eyes on Baba. It's catching on fire. It's been on fire, and it doesn't look like it's cooling off quite yet. Let's keep an eye on it. CrowdStrike is another one that broke out today. Great move for CrowdStrike. It closed up only 1%, which isn't a lot, but overall, the fact that we took out 206 a couple of days ago, that's great. We filled the gap to about 215, 16. That's great. That was yesterday. And today, we pumped out of 216, 17. We broke that resistance. We got above 220 at some point. Yeah, we got to almost 224 on CrowdStrike middle of the day. And we closed above 218, 217, right? That was resistance. Middle of December, early January, right? So the fact that we held that at close, that's fantastic. And this is not, it's not like it's extremely overbought either. It is more on the overbought side, but it's not screaming red overbought. So this might continue pushing, guys. I mean, the next gap I'm seeing here is up to 230, 235. That means CrowdStrike could potentially have another 8, 9, 10% upside if it does fill that gap. So watch out for CRWD. HES, Hess Corporation, is another one that I'm looking at. This is an energy company. It went up 4.5% today. And not to toot my own horn, but did we not call this out a couple of videos ago, maybe 2, 3, 4 videos ago? Did we not call out this ascending triangle? Look at what ended up happening, guys. The ascending triangle played out. We took out the 104 resistance. We completely broke out. And if you look on this 3-year, maybe the max chart, you're going to notice that Hess is now trading in not uncharted territory, because we have been in the 110s or 105 plus level. But the last time we have been at that point was back in 08, 07, 08. And, yeah, now it's 14, 15 years later, and we're starting to break out again. We actually just took out the 2014 high today, and we went up 4.5% on the day. So Hess Corporation is looking great. Energy stocks in general are looking pretty strong. They're holding up well. You know, they've bounced back quite nicely over the past couple of days. So I'm going to be watching this for a continuation play, maybe to 110, 115. I think that's possible here in the short term. And the next one that I'm looking at, the last one before we wrap up this video, make sure you guys smash that good old like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. The last one here is Hallie Burton, ticker symbol HAL, which it went up 2.6% today in the midst of a red market. That's always nice to see. And we're noticing an ascending triangle, same as Hess, but the difference is Hess already broke out. Probably more upside with that one, but Hallie Burton has not quite yet broken out. It's trading right under 39, 40 bucks, which has been resistance for a good more like 2 weeks. So if this breaks out of 39, actually screw it, 39.50. If this breaks out of 39.50, guys, I don't know how many times I'm going to say 39.50, but I'll say it one more time. 39.50, mark is at or above. If we break out, this might be going 45. You know, let's see. Is it going to be at all-time highs after that point? Nope, it's not. But we do notice, if we do crack above 40, you know, the next major level of resistance, I would say, is about 50 to 55. And I'm not saying it's going to get there in a week, a month, half a year. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, over time, technically speaking, if we break out, that is where we could be going, guys. So keep that in mind. Those are some stocks that I'm looking at in this video, or not just in this video, in general, right? These are some stocks I'm watching for tomorrow and for the rest of this week. And with that being said, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. A bit of a quick video tonight. I do have to actually run. I have somewhere to be in about 40 minutes. So we got to wrap it up. We got to wrap it up. If you all enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment, and join my Patreon if you want all my buy, sells, call outs, morning update videos, more access to me throughout the day. All that good stuff is on Patreon, link down below, or you can go to stocksurfs.com/Patreon to join. And don't forget to get your free money from Moo. You get 1 free share of NEO guaranteed, and up to 5 other stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. It's free money, guys. Use that link down below, deposit at least $100, and boom, you get your free money. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. As always, peace out.